26 investigates. The Green Bay Correctional Institution operating much differently tonight than just a few months ago after an inmate allegedly attacked 3 staff members this summer and then just days later took his own life. NBC 26's Eric Crest has this exclusive story.
Francisco Flores-ROCHA allegedly attacked 3 staff members here at the Green Bay Correctional Institution back in July. Now, officers put him in the segregation unit, placing him on suicide watch and checking on him every 15 minutes of every single day. But in these reports, officers admit that the system failed in preventing him from taking his own life. When Francisco Flores-ROCHA was put in the segregation unit, he told his psychologist he was going to kill himself, going so far as to work on a will with his social worker. A note signed by his psychologist posted on his cell door warned, check the mattress and property, make sure they're not altered. But the way the message was relayed to the ever-changing correctional officers was not protocol. Officers on duty that night admit they didn't see the post-it note and say they wouldn't have had time to inspect the cell without the help of a larger team. During his 4 days in segregation, records indicate that Flores-ROCHA's welfare was monitored and recorded every 15 minutes. And after some of the concerns brought up by staff during the investigation, a series of changes were implemented. Starting with the glass cell doors on the segregation unit. Panels scratched by inmates were foggy and hard to see through for officers. Those glass panels were recently replaced. Now officers are trained to get acknowledgement from inmates when they conduct their frequent welfare checks and record those moments in detail. Rather than just documenting with a pen and pad that a prisoner was on the bed or floor, now they're expected to have some interaction with the inmate or notice apparent breathing. And possibly the biggest change, when an officer is working the segregation unit and is overwhelmed by the amount of inmates they are responsible for, additional staff are made available so that the watch can be conducted. And all of those changes just happened in the last couple of months as this maximum security prison attempts to keep a more watchful eye on those inmates that may want to harm themselves. Keeping you connected in Alloway, I'm Eric Crest with NBC 26.